Guess what today is? Welcome back to Main Mondays, guys. I am so excited as always, but I am thrilled because I have a big announcement. Well, not a big one, but a fun announcement at the end of our video today. So anyway, let's jump right into today's video. As the title suggests, we're talking healthy hair, but more importantly, we're talking how to minimize breakage, recover from breakage, stop breakage, prevent breakage. We're talking hair breakage. So this is probably going to be a two-part series because it is a very detailed one in that we're going to talk about the science of hair. So the first part I want to talk to you about is the elasticity of hair. I get questions all the time about people combing their hair and noticing that hair is on the floor, in the bathroom sink, and so on and so forth. That is an elasticity issue typically. Because you are experiencing this from manipulation that is very minimum. So, you know, if you're just combing your hair, especially if you're combing it with a wide tooth comb and you're noticing hair just constantly coming out, then more than likely it is an elasticity issue. Elasticity basically is the strength of your hair strand, and it basically how can I explain it? So it's like a rubber band, like woo. Have you ever had a rubber band that was like stretched out or dry, and when you pulled it, it just popped immediately? So that's essentially what's happening with your hair. And so with your hair, you want to ensure that your elasticity is normal. You can have low elasticity, you can have high elasticity, but you really want to make sure that your elasticity is normal. On average, when your hair is wet, your hair can be stretched up to about 50% without breakage. And so it's this ideal that I can stretch your hair and it will return to its natural state without any assistance whatsoever, without breaking. Once your hair is dry, you should get about 20% stretch. If your hair is coming out as you're combing it, or light manipulation, your finger combing it or putting up into ponytails, and you're noticing your hair is coming out, more than likely you have a low elasticity, and that is what is causing your hair basically to pop as you manipulate it. So how do you lose the elasticity or cause the elasticity damage in your hair? Well, there are two main culprits, and that is heat and chemical. So if you're applying a lot of heat, I'm talking blow dry, I'm talking flat irons, curling irons, things of that nature. Even if you sit out in the sun and bake for a long time, those are forms of heat, which is why you want to utilize heat protectants. And of course, chemicals would be color, relaxers, perm, if that's what you wear as well. So those are the ways that you can damage the elasticity in your hair. And unfortunately, elasticity damage is one thing that has to properly be monitored, which is why I say that hair game is nothing but protein moisture balance. You want the protein to ensure that you keep the structure of the hair, and you want the moisture to make sure that your hair is nice and supple and can be manipulated with not causing damage or breaking it, so having a good elasticity. So that is why that is the name of the game over and over and over again: protein moisture balance. And how do you ensure that you're having protein moisture balance? Well, you need to develop a really great hair care regimen. And how do you do that? The magic word that has been on Main Mondays for nearly 2 years is consultation. Yes, you need to have a proper consultation where they can give you a scalp and hair analysis. The hair analysis is really what is going to tell you if you have high porosity, low porosity, normal porosity, high elasticity, low elasticity, or normal elasticity. And we'll get into the porosity probably next week, but I will definitely dive into that because that's a whole nother ball game for a whole nother day. But for the elasticity aspect of your hair analysis, this is where you and your hair care provider can come up with a regimen that will help you promote normal elasticity if you have high or low. How can we fix it? Like I said, you really do need to get a consultation and get with someone who really does understand elasticity and porosity. And that's really a question you can ask when you go to visit a hair care provider to ensure that that person does understand porosity and elasticity. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if they don't, get up and go. Here's 2 quick tips. If you are shampooing your hair properly, rinsing it properly, and you notice that when you comb your hair, it like overstretches, if that makes sense, and it's kind of how can I explain? It's like mushy, like just, I mean, you can stretch the crap out of it. I mean, like Stretch Armstrong. Then you have suffered from over moisturizing your hair, and that means you need more protein treatments, and that means you have a high elasticity. You need more protein treatments to put back the structure of your hair, because high elasticity or low elasticity, you're going to find that it is challenging to style and manipulate your hair how you want it, especially if you're wearing things like curls and so on and so forth. Okay, now of course, if your hair is dry and brittle, then obviously you have a low elasticity and you need more moisture, more moisture into your hair. So you want to do moisture condition based treatments. Sometimes it's a combination, and you have to do a combination of such, which is why I encourage you again to get to a consultation with a professional hair care provider. Okay, so that concludes today, Mane Monday. Basically, we were talking elasticity. So I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you have a question or anything that you would like to see here on Mane Mondays, simply comment them in the section below or email me at ManeMondays@gmail.com. As I said, I have an exciting announcement that is just fun, really. And that is that I enjoyed many aspects of doing Vlogtober. And since there are only 4 days, can y'all see that? 12 days to Christmas, I am going to start doing Vlogmas. Yes, you will see me every day until Christmas Day. So I guess I'll see you guys here tomorrow, but for sure I'll see you next week. Oh, no. Let me take that back. Let me also say that once I do Vlogmas, I'm going to take a mini break. Yes, I need a mini break. I know y'all are like, girl, you took like 7 months worth of the year on break. But I really do need a mini break to revamp some things and get them up and going so that I roll out for the new year with a whole new look and all of that good stuff for Mane Mondays and all of my other featured items that I place here on Chris the Artist TV, the place to be to create a life filled with beauty. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye. For more hair fun, follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Chris the Artist. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. See you next week. Bye.